Good morning and welcome to TMS Book Club. I am Sewela Langeni from Book Circle Capital, an independent bookshop that focuses on African literature. I'm honored to discuss the book Is the Party Over with Dr. Oscar van Heerden, who's an author and political analyst. Good morning, Doctor. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Now, the book provides a riveting account of the inner workings of a divided ANC, an ANC that you are part of. But through this book, you've chosen to not distance yourself from it, but to immerse yourself in it, as you say in your introduction. Explain a little bit about what do you mean by this?
You know, there's various types of people that have been in the ANC.
Yeah.
Of course, there are those that are disaffected, disappointed.
Yeah.
They've lost belief in the ANC because they feel the ANC has lost its way. But then there are those that are still steadfast in the ANC, and I'm one of those, wanting to try and rescue it, take it away from those that have infiltrated it for all the wrong reasons, self-aggrandizement, self-enrichment, a quick path to wealth and so forth. And those are the rotten apples that we need to get out of the ANC in order to restore the dignity of the organization.
In the first half of the book, you take us through the events of NASREC in 2022, which we feel like, we're behind the scenes of a really interesting movie. Why the build-up like that, especially now in the build-up to 29 May?
Well, the thing is that everyone sort of always say, I don't really get into politics.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is what I found with my first book, that when I covered the 2017 ANC elective conference, people are very interested in wanting to know what happens at that conference.
Yeah.
Who are these 5,000 people who decide the future of the country?
Of a country, yeah.
And so on. And so I decided to do a follow-up, a sequel, to 2 Minutes to Midnight.
Yeah.
Will Ramaphosa's ANC survive? And this is now the latest, the 2022 conference. And I give you a little bit of tidbits and anecdotes about what happens behind the scenes at such a conference, which is always very intriguing. And I hope that the readers are going to enjoy it.
They surely will. With all the kingmakers, the party players in behind, the disappointments of what things we thought were going to build up, and then changes happen without giving spoilers. In the then second half of the book, you make a bold statement. You say ANC's fortunes for the 2024 elections are still in the hands of President Cyril Ramaphosa. And I found that quite interesting, and I wondered, why would you make that statement?
The truth is that after the 9 wasted years of the Zuma administration, which brought state capture and all of that, it was really the Cyril Ramaphosa factor, the Tumamina factor, that pulled the ANC over the line in the last elections, which gave the ANC 57.5%. And I think everyone agrees that if Ramaphosa was not the face of the ANC at that time, they would have had some serious problems. And so he has emboldened himself within the ANC. He has increased his margin, his mandate, because remember 2017, he won with a very narrow margin.
Yes.
This time with a much larger margin. It was quite definitive. And I think that the people, as you see, he's still the most popular politician in the country. I think people still have that confidence and that trust in him. And if there should be a different face going into this election, I think the ANC would have seen some fireworks. But the fact that Ramaphosa is taking